ever wondered that why two kids from the same family, same school, same environment grow up so differently? Why? We always focus on the grades, but do you think that grades really define intelligence or potential? There's so many examples around us, top industrialists or, people with different kind of abilities that they have proved that grades are not really important, but they have the potential. Now, how do we identify this potential? There are different ways. Psychometric test is also a way. I have talked about it before. I have advocated about it. Today, I'm going to talk about ridge analysis or DMIT. So what DMIT is? DMIT is dermatoglyphics multiple intelligence test, which is basically based on your thumb prints. Because if you look at it closely, your thumbs have, ridges, lines. What is the importance of it? The importance is that these fingerprints are actually directly reflecting how your brain is made. As in, the pattern suggests that what kind of potential you are having and what kind of things you can do in your life. Isn't it amazing? It's totally amazing. And before I did it, it was hard for me to believe. But actually when I did, I realized, oh my God, it's just, total game changer. So basically DMIT, which is also known as ridge analysis now because there is more advancement in it, and with the 2.0 version of DMIT ridge analysis, we understand more about how to analyze the fingerprints and how they are unique. They are unique to you, right? You must be knowing that fingerprints are very unique to you. So you can understand that they are only talking about your own brain potential and how unique you are, and they are directly connected to your brain. I must clarify here that it is not a palmistry. It is not a method of fortune telling. It is a tool based on neuroscience. Why I'm saying neuroscience? Because it talks about the neuron, the number of neurons present in the particular lobes of your brain. Now the brain is divided into two halves, left hemisphere and right hemisphere. This is kind of basic knowledge, I believe. Like the left part of the brain, it controls your right side, and right side of the brain controls the left side, right? Apart from that, there are different sections which are called as brain lobes. Now the brain lobes will have different kind of patterns of neuron arrangement. Neurons are the nerve cells, and the number of neurons present in the brain cell will actually explain that what exactly is the brain potential, which is the field, which is the career you should pursue, how is your personality, and what exactly you should do in your life to have a fulfilled, successful and happy life. Would you be interested in something like this? I am sure that your answer is yes. So let's talk about it. I will start with students and children. Not that they are the only beneficiaries of DMIT ridge analysis. Actually, ridge analysis helps anyone, whatever struggles we have in our lives. This is the answer to all the questions. So, but I start with students or children. So it helps you to understand that what is your learning style. There could be different types of learning style like visual, auditory, kinesthetic, etc. You might have noticed that some of the children, they read book and they know it, right? They have to look at the pictures and they have to, that's how they learn. Some of them, they listen to the teachers or they listen to themselves and they learn. And some of them, they act it out, do the experiments and then they learn. So these are the different kind of learning style. Now, multiple intelligence, as I said, the DMIT has the MI, multiple intelligence. According to Howard Gardner, like he was a scientist and he came up with the idea of the different types of intelligence like musical, logical, linguistic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, there's so many others, and 9 actually to be precise. And that helps you to understand what are your top potentials and you should act on it. Like if let's say that you want to be a musician, but your musical talent is way below, like probably it's 8th or 9th talent, do you think that it is wise to have that potential to explore? Probably not. Let's say that you want to be a scientist, your parents want you to be a scientist, but actually your logical potential is way below. Should you be? But at the same time, let's say that you have a great interpersonal skills and you have great linguistic skills. So why you should not be a public speaker? Right? That's the right combination. So this is what we are going to talk about. That is how it helps you to understand that what career precisely you should pursue in your life. So that's why it is very useful, very, very helpful for children. It helps the parents, because as a parent, I am also a parent. I understand, that these are my potentials. So my child should also be doing all these things. But probably they are not the right potential for your child. So one size fits all education system, what we are having today in our society and actually all over the world, is probably challenged by this one talent test. It is very useful for teenagers, who are going to be, adults in few years, because it gives you clarity upon your strengths and weaknesses. It gives you career direction, which aligns your natural ability and the present career choices, right? So it gives you a direction with clarity, with the reason that why you should be in this particular field. Now, it builds your confidence a lot, because once you know yourself very well, definitely, and what you're naturally good at it, won't you be very, very confident? At least I was when I went through this test, and I felt like, wow, I'm doing the right thing for myself. And even though I was having a career, I was not sure if I'm the best at it, if I'll make the best out of my own potential. So that's why it's super useful for the teenagers and the students alike. Now, how the adults and professionals can be benefited. Now, adults and professionals, you are having a career already in your life. Now, self-awareness is something which stops you or takes you to have the life of fulfillment. And that's why you understand your core strengths and areas of development to have that level up. So that's why it becomes very important for professionals and adults. It improves interpersonal relationship. Like if you know that your interpersonal relationship is weak, that's why you're not getting along with your boss or your spouse or your colleagues. Now, you know it, right? So when you know it, you will work for it, you will seek some help, you will seek some professional help, and you will be better at it. Because it's not that we are pointing only towards your weaknesses, we are definitely pointing towards your strength. And along with your strength, when you work on your weaknesses, you will be just awesome. And of course, it helps you to, hit that personal growth, professional growth. So that's why it is very, very useful for professional and adults too. So now the question is, why knowing weaknesses is strengthening? Now, I believe in this personally, that if I know my weaknesses, I can work on it and I can strengthen it, isn't it? That's what I believe, and I'm totally sure that everyone around me, all the adults out there, all the parents out there, all the students out there, everyone believes that, because awareness is the first step to the improvement. If you know about yourself, if you know about something, then only you can improve, isn't it? So when you know where you're lacking, you consciously develop those areas. And that balance, leads to stronger overall growth. And that, keeps you closer to the success you want. Now, is it any emotional aspect to it? Absolutely, yes. We are made of emotions, isn't it? Won't you say that? Like emotions are at every time, they're coming and going. One moment you're happy, the other moment you are sad. One moment you're depressed, one moment you are like elated, right? So this is something, emotional touch. This is the, important to have a wonderful, fulfilled, a meaningful life, which can only be achieved from here. So let's say that, a student is there who is struggling with academics, and with rich analysis, we get to know that he's a kinesthetic learner. No, so now, unless he does things by himself, he cannot learn things. Now, that's a game changer, totally game changer. Now, the student started learning with doing things, with experimenting, and he knew everything. right? Isn't it amazing? It's magical almost, I would say. So now this is rich analysis is not going to label you, but it is going to unlock your potential. So if you are a parent or a student or a professional, it helps you to see yourself more clearly so you can grow with confidence in your life. And isn't it what you're looking for? So if you are looking for that, message me now, because I do ridge analysis and counseling along with it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Don't forget that.